Hi friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Malik Khalid alias Captain Soil. I live in Casablanca in Morocco. I am a volunteer with Isha Yoga Center in India to support the safe soil movement because some scientists are saying that today desertification is growing in the world at an alarming speed. Every 5 seconds, the surface area of a soccer pitch on agricultural land becomes sand. At this pace, we only have 40 to 50 years left of agricultural soil. Then there will be a global food crisis. To mitigate this issue, Sadhguru has launched the Safe Soil movement and made policies that need to be signed and adopted by all countries of the world. These policies call for a minimum of 3 to 6% of organic matter in the soil to ensure people's good health. I do challenges to support this movement and raise people's awareness about this topic. I started a new challenge which consists of running every day for 365 days. And today is the 56th day. Are you ready, guys? Let's do this again. Save soil, let's make it happen. I think that most people are not aware of the dangers of desertification in the world. Most people think that desertification concerns only farmers. But no, it doesn't concern only farmers. It concerns all of us. It concerns everyone who eats food. Because we're talking here about food crisis. We're talking about water and food scarcity. We're talking about a lot of sufferings. We're talking about civil wars. We're talking about food wars. The wisest way to deal with the problem is to be visionary, to see the problem first with our mind's eye, and then mitigate it, find solutions about it. This is wisdom, this is intelligence. And not wait until the problem hits us and then we cry about it. As the American coach of personal development, Jim Rohn, said, there are two kinds of pain: the pain of discipline and the pain of regret. Now it's the time for the pain of discipline. Discipline means freedom. Discipline means that you are in power. You are the one who decides what to do. You are free to be disciplined, to take the steering wheel of your life wherever you want. But the pain of regret, it's slavery, because there's no point in just crying about something and you feel hopeless and helpless because you can't do a thing about it. You only suffer. So now it's time of discipline. We need to be disciplined and consistent about talking about the implementation of the safe soil policies, especially in the underdeveloped countries such as Morocco. In the world, 84 countries have already signed the safe soil policies. These are the developed countries. Because citizens are aware, citizens are conscious, and citizens wear safe soil, wore safe soil clothes, and did some gatherings. They did walkathons. They cycled together. They showed to their leaders that they're here, they're present, they're conscious, they're aware of the dangers of desertification. But so their leaders implemented these safe soil policies. They had no choice. But here in Morocco, people are not talking about it. So the leaders won't do anything. The leaders are just a reflection of the society. And democracy means that it's the people who lead the country. The leaders are just there to fulfill the people's demands. This is what the true democracy means. Now, desertification leads to 6 global issues. 1, food crisis. 2, water scarcity. 3, loss of biodiversity. 4, climate change. 5, loss of livelihood. And 6, conflicts and migrations. Let's see them in details. The first one is food crisis. In 20 years, 40% less food is expected to be produced for a population of 9.3 billion people. There will be more people and less food. This doesn't sound good already, and it will definitely not look good. Today in the world, approximately 2 billion people are already suffering from nutritional deficiencies, which leads to a multitude of diseases. It's unfortunate to know that today we have all the tools and the resources to feed the whole world, but still millions of people continue to die by starvation. This is not because we lack the resources or the money or the food. We have everything. But what's missing? Why are these folks dying by starvation, which is one of the worst ways to die? Starving to death. People, we're not talking about animals, we're talking about people, human beings. It's because the most important part of the humanity is missing, which is humanity itself. People are not humans enough. It's empathy which is missing. It's the heart of people which is missing to allow brothers and sisters to continue to die by millions by starvation. The second global issue is water scarcity. Depleted soils cannot absorb and regulate water flows, which leads to water scarcity, droughts and floods. Organic matter in the soil can hold up to 90% of its weight and release it slowly over time. This is a big help in drought-prone areas. The third global issue is the loss of biodiversity. During the last 30 years, 80% of the biomass insects living in the soil are gone. Scientists are saying that 27,000 species of life forms are going extinct every year. We're talking about billions of life forms here going extinct every year. And if the life form on this planet weren't so abundant, we would have gone extinct many years ago. These biomass insects living in the soil are responsible for the level of vitamins and nutrients present in fruits and vegetables. So the richer the soil of biomass insects, of organic matter, the richer is the food of vitamins and nutrients. What happens to you when you eat richer food of vitamins and nutrients? You will have a strong immune system. You will not fall sick very often, or maybe you will never fall sick ever. You must know that we live in a negative matrix with negative top industries. The first three big industries in the world are the industry of weapons, the military system, then the alcohol and cigarettes and drugs, then the medicines, the big pharma. So when we implement the safe soil policies, we will raise the organic matter in the soil. We will raise the level of vitamins and nutrients present in our food, and we will raise and improve the people's good health. This way, people will not fall sick very often, and then they will not buy medicines from the drugstores. So the lobbies, the hidden societies, the Illuminati, the Freemason, Yale, the Cabal, the CIA, the hidden agencies, they don't want you to be healthy because they're thriving when you're suffering, when you're sick, physically and mentally. To maintain the biggest industries, to maintain the biggest toxic industries at their positions, you need to remain in your position too, which is to be in the position of weakness, in the position of ignorance. You need to be eating depleted food so that your health continues to be depleted, because depleted soil means depleted food. Depleted food means depleted human health. Depleted human health means the big pharma stays in the third position of third biggest industry in the world. Besides, there has been studies showing that not only the food that you eat affects your consciousness, but also the land on which you walk upon. The fact of walking on a soil or in the ground can affect your level of consciousness and awareness. People living in the cities think that they're smarter than the people living in the jungle. Mothers living in the cities tell their children not to play with dirt. They call soil dirt. In the jungle, mothers teach their children to call soil mother. There is a huge difference of mindset, of perception, to see soil as dirt and to see soil as mother. Soil is not dirt. Soil is our mother. It's the source of everything that you see in the world. We have come from soil and we will return to soil. Whether you realize it when you are alive or when you finish your job here on this planet and they bury you back to the soil. You are the soil, whether you like it or not. It's better to be wiser and to realize it when you are still alive, so that you can improve something for yourself, for your kids, for the future generations. The fourth global issue is the climate change. Carbon dioxide stored in soil is 3 times that in the living plants and 2 times that in the atmosphere. And if soil is not revitalized, it could release 850 billion tons of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, which is more than all human emissions during the last 30 years, which will make the climate change problem even worse. It's not that carbon dioxide is bad, it's about where it is located. If it remains in the soil, it's a good fertilizer, but if it's released in the air, it causes the global warming. So soil is very important for carbon sequestration. The fifth global issue is the loss of livelihood. Because of desertification, thousands of farmers have committed suicide worldwide. Just in India, their number reached 300,000 farmers. During the last 30 years, they're gone. This is human extinction because they have bank loans, no revenue, no nothing, only problems. So they can't handle it and they quit. They decided to quit. It's unfortunate. globally 74% of the poor are directly affected by desertification. It is estimated that desertification or soil extinction is costing the world up to $10.6 trillion every year. This is another kind of genocide. It's an economical genocide. I'm sure that if we implement the safe soil policies in all countries of the world, we will not reach such a huge number, because after all, safe soil policies doesn't cost almost anything. It costs only human consciousness. Now we must understand that, as they say in the Bible, my people perish because of lack of knowledge. The problem here is the lack of knowledge, because knowledge is power. And as the American coach Jim Rohn said, applied knowledge is true power. Most farmers, when they plow the land, they bring the biomass insects from underground to the surface, and these biomass insects cannot support the sun rays. They're like me. So the sun rays burns them to death. The solution is very simple. It's called agroforestry, which means that farmers must plant in their farming lands bushes and trees to keep the biomass insects under the shadow, covered, so that they remain under the shadow and they remain protected from the sun rays. This way sun rays will not burn them, and their number continues to grow, because now most lands in Africa are already in the desertification stage. We're talking about desertification when the level of organic matter in the soil is below 1%, which is the case of most lands in Africa. The safe soil policies call for a minimum of 3 to 6% of organic matter in the soil. This is just the minimum to call soil. Organic matter in it must be between 3 to 6%, and this small difference will make a huge difference in people's good health. Just adding some more organic matter in the soil will enhance the people's good health. We can do this. We need to be aware and conscious and start talking about this. So please join us in the Safe Soil movement, and let's become a conscious planet, conscious people. Let's bring the light of consciousness into this darkest world, into this dark world, sorry. We cannot fight darkness with darkness. You cannot fight violence with violence. You can fight violence and hatred with love. You can fight darkness with the light. So let's do this. It's time for us to become conscious. Let's be conscious and aware of the dangers of desertification. And let's stop it from growing, because it keeps growing fast. One super pitch of agricultural soil is turning into sand every 5 seconds. It's fast. The sixth global issue is conflicts and migrations. Land issues have played a significant role in the major wars and conflicts in Africa since 1990. And population growth combined with food and water scarcity could lead over 1 billion people to migrate to other regions and countries by 2050. From the French Revolution to the Arab Spring, high food prices have been cited as a factor behind mass protest movements. We should learn from history. We should become wiser so that we do not repeat the same mistakes over and over and over. We should learn from them, become better, become wiser, become stronger. Now, our children are weaker than us. They fall sick very often because their immune system is so weak, because there has been a depletion of soil. There has been a depletion of human health. Depletion of soil means depletion in food. Depletion in food means depletion in human health, depletion in human immune system, depletion in human faculties. So now we are going against the current of evolution, because our kids, our children must be better than us, and now they're weaker than us. We have committed a crime against humanity. We should not allow these things to continue to happen. We should fix it. Consciousness, awareness is the only solution for us. Let's craft a conscious planet together. Let's not keep repeating the same mistakes as the old people, as our grandparents and parents lived. They did not have the information. They did not have the necessary awareness and energy to do it. They were blocked by the people's opinions, by the hardships, and also they didn't have the resources, the technologies that we have today. Today we are in a way better position than them. We have the internet. We can talk to the whole world. We can do videos. We can access platforms such as YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Do it. Take advantage of this Safe Soil movement and start doing something, posting something on social media about Safe Soil to make people more aware and to give yourself a business. Create your world, create your work. If you don't find your place in the world, don't give up. You must create your own place, create your own work, your dream job. Start posting things. Turn your passion into something. And don't forget the people, the world. Do something which will benefit you and others. We can do this. Today is a Sunday and there will be more people in the beach. Unfortunately, there are trash also in the beach because this is the case of the world. Not everybody is at the same level of consciousness and awareness. But don't care about others. Only care about you. You can change the world by your decisions, daily decisions. For example, if you are at the beach, you have some trash. You have a choice whether to throw it in the sand, like these trashes here, or you can keep it until you return home and you throw it. By doing so, you are changing the world. Somebody else could see you and do the same. The same thing if you go to the supermarket and you have a choice to buy items. We have been conditioned by the Matrix to believe that we don't have the power to shape the world. The truth is we have this power. We are powerful to change the whole world. For example, you are in the supermarket and you have a choice. You have a choice whether to buy cigarettes or to buy fruits. Somebody else might be next to you, hesitating, having the same question than you, whether to buy cigarettes or fruits. If you buy cigarettes, you will inspire them to do so also. If you buy fruits, you will inspire them to do so also. So don't underestimate your choices. Most people have two superpowers. It's a superpower. The two superpowers are the superpower of choice and the superpower of speech. By these two superpowers, you can change the whole world. Changing the world doesn't mean that you have to go to the people and change them. This is not the right way to do it. You cannot change anybody by talking to them or trying to influence them or trying to impose on them your opinions by force, by violence, by power. No. You will change the world by the way you change yourself. By the way you respond to the things that's happening in your life. This is how you change the world. You will change people without saying a word. And don't compare yourself with anybody. The only person that you need to compare yourself with today is the person you were yesterday. If yesterday you walked 1 minute, today try to walk 2 minutes. Tomorrow try to walk 3 minutes. and try to add 1 minute every day. As Confucius said, it doesn't matter how slowly you go, as long as you don't stop. If you don't stop to working on yourself, trying to be better, trying to improve in your life, one day you will find yourself in another level. You will find yourself in a completely other dimension of existence that you weren't even aware of. The key is not to give up. When hardships comes, when life gets tough, as Nicole Bridget said, learn how to rest, not how to quit. And it's possible. If you need some inspiration, there is a good movie called The Soul Surfer. It's the story of a surfer, a girl, a teenager. She will be attacked by a shark. The shark will eat her arm. She won't be able to surf again. She will feel depressed, hopeless, lost. But she will be able to overcome all these things. And she said, her father said to her, it's possible, but it won't be easy. She said, I don't need easy, I just need possible. This is your case and my case, to change your place in this world, to change yourself, to change your personality, to change the world on which you live in, the dimension on which you live in, from a mindset of scarcity to a mindset of abundance. It won't be easy. It's possible, but it won't be easy. As the American coach of personal development, Les Brown, said, in order for you to have the things that others won't have, you must be willing to do the things that others are not willing to do, which is to step outside of your comfort zone and to do sacrifices. Sacrifice your time, your pleasure things, to be disciplined. And remember that discipline means self-love. Don't get me wrong when I say to put yourself first. You first, then others. It's not selfishness, it's self-worth, it's self-love. In the airplane, they teach you in emergency situations, when the oxygen mask fell, you need to put the mask first on you. You first, then others. Why is this? Because if you are not well, you cannot take care of anybody. This is why you need to breathe first, to make sure that you are well. Then you can be able to take care of others. If you are not well, you will be needing help also. Self-love is important. Actually, it's the game changer. Self-love is the key to changing your life for the better. The American coach of personal development, Louise Hay, used mirrors in her seminars. She distributed mirrors to her participants and asked them to look at themselves in the mirror and say to themselves, she said to you, look at yourself in the mirror and say to yourself, I love you. Make it a habit. Every time you look at yourself in the mirror, say to yourself, I love you. I know it can be challenging at first because of the big self-hatred that we have towards ourselves. When you look at yourself in the mirror, the first thing you want to do is to give yourself a big slap. I've been there, I know what it means. But you can start by doing simple exercises. Instead of saying I love you, start to build a friendship with yourself. You can begin your day by saying to yourself, hey Khalid, good morning, how are you today? I'm fine, thank you. And you? I'm fine too, thank you. You will seem crazy to the world, but it doesn't matter. What matters is that it works. Then, after doing this for a few months, then you will be familiarized with yourself, with self-talking. You will have a good relationship with yourself. You will be at peace with yourself. You will accept yourself 100% as you are. You will make peace with yourself. Then you can go to the next level, which is to say to yourself, I love you. This self-love, if you keep it, it will grow over the time. You will love yourself and you will get rid of the toxic people in your life, because now you are hating yourself and you are using other people to punish you. You don't deserve these things. You deserve the best, but you are unaware of it because you have been conditioned, programmed, brainwashed to believe that you are worthless, that you are weak, that you are ugly, that you deserve only punishment, which is a lie. You deserve the best. You are beautiful. You are powerful. You are amazing. You are a co-creator. You were sent here on this planet to co-create and not to live as a slave in the modern slavery system. You are a master and not a slave. You are the master, the chemist, the alchemist of the matter. You should give orders to the 5 matters, 5 elements of nature. But first, you need to raise your consciousness, because it's like having a baby. You can't give a bicycle to a baby and teach him how to cycle when they didn't even know how to walk. It's the case of humanity. We are a baby in this universe. There are other species older than us monitoring us. They're monitoring our growth. We can call them aliens or extraterrestrials, because only 10% of the human DNA is activated and 90% of it is still dormant. The vaccine, the coronavirus, which is a man-made virus, it's the pandemic. The virus was destined to block the DNA activation so that you never access to your superpowers. And what's in there? As I said, like a baby who doesn't know how to walk, you will walk you will run, you will dance, you will enjoy your life. Similarly, in our DNA, there are hidden superpowers such as telepathy, mind reading, teleportation, astral projection, self-healing, etc. But if you don't master the basics first, the basics, we cannot give you more. This is why the consciousness, the conscious planet, the key is to raise your vibration. Because the universe, the language of the universe is the vibration. The universe doesn't respond to your words, you're saying. It responds only to your feelings. Feeling is the language of the universe. What is feeling? Feeling is vibration. In order for you to attract to yourself better things in life, you need to change your vibrations by changing your physical and mental diet, because our food are vibration, our thoughts are vibration. Most people think that the law of attraction is a primarily law. No, it's a secondary law. The primary law is called the law of vibration. You attract to yourself only what you are vibrating at. If you want to change your attractions, you must change your vibrations. And now we have been programmed in this matrix to have a scarcity mindset. The hidden societies have programmed us so that we can create a world which is suitable for them, and it's like hell for us. They have hijacked our imagination. As Napoleon Hill said, two of the most intelligent people on this planet, Napoleon Hill and Albert Einstein. Napoleon Hill said, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve, regardless of anything. And Albert Einstein said, imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. And what is the life's coming attractions? It's what you attract to yourself, it's the future. So imagination holds your future. Now the Matrix have programmed our imagination, and now they know what is our future. They're playing the role of gods in our lives with this modern slavery system. You should not allow these things to continue to happen. You should not live according to somebody else's agendas. You should live according to your roles, your agendas, your dreams, your vision. You must be in the steering wheel of your life and not a hidden society. A wicked, demonic spirits. Now change your imagination now. It's your work, it's your job. Strive to have a positive mindset so that you can change the world, and you give the chance to others to wake up and to change the world also, to change their world. When you change your world, you will change other people's world as well, by inspiring them, by showing them the truth, by showing them the way. Each one reach one, each one reach to each one, and each one awaits each one. I hope that I've said this right. I cannot send the sun, but somebody must do this, and nobody's doing the Save Soil promotion. So we need to become aware. Now, the mind is the most powerful weapon on this planet because it has the power to create. In the world, everything that you see in this world, the physical things, they have been imagined in the spiritual realm first, which is the psychological aspect in humans. You are a spirit. You are not physical. Your true essence, your true nature. You are a spirit, you are a soul having a physical experience. You have these tools called mind and body. They're like your phone, your refrigerator, your car, your furniture at home. These things are not you. But if you keep sitting in the couch for a long period of time, over the time, you will begin to identify yourself with your couch. If I touch your couch, you will say, leave me alone. This is what happens to humanity. This body is like a shirt. This mind is like your phone. It's not you. But who are you? You are just a presence. You are an awareness, a consciousness. You are a spirit. Your soul comes from God, and you were created in God's image. God is not physical. It's a spiritual entity. Same with Satan and angels, archangels. Even though angels can manifest in the physical realm to see them, but with the devil and God, you will not see them. How will you know that they exist? They work through people. You will see their people. You will see the people of God, and you will see the people of Satan. Satan and his children has a mission, which is to lie, to steal, to destroy, and to kill. People of God have the mission to restore, to heal, to help, and to improve people's lives from worse to the better. Some folks trying to catch attention. And insulting also. But it's a sign of ignorance. This is why Jesus, when he was crucified, tortured, he was praying for people who were torturing him and killing him. He said, Father, forgive them, because they do not know what they're doing. So ignorance is the root of all human sufferings. this is what we need to change. The human mindset, the ignorance. Nobody has ever started at the top. There will be trials, problems, hardships, failures. The key is not to give up. As Confucius said, our greatest glory is not in never falling, but it is in rising every time we fall. To having the mindset of fall down 7, stand up 8, but you've already lost. You've been knocked out over and over and over. You're still trying. Yes. Why? Because it's not over until I win. As the French coach of personal development, David Laroche, said, si tu arrêtes d'y croire, tu vas échouer. Which means, if you stop believing in it, you will fail. Your belief is very important. It's crucial for your success. Dr. Idris Aberkan said, failure is the platform for success. You can't succeed without failing. Most people are afraid of failing. They're afraid of failure. If you're afraid of failure, you will not step out of your comfort zone to be judged by people, to be seen as you are, to show your vulnerabilities to the world. I'm not talking and saying to you that you should show your vulnerabilities to the world. Don't do it. Because the world will make a fun out of you. The world will show no mercy for your vulnerabilities. I'm talking about following your dreams. Don't let fear stop you. Don't think that those people you see who are magnificent, who are so inspiring, that they don't feel fear. They do. They feel fear. The only problem is that, the only difference is that they never allow fear to stop them. So do your thing. Be inspired. Get encouraged. Follow that dream. It won't be easy. It's like running a marathon. It's not given for everybody. You need to prepare to run these 5 hours or 4 hours. You need maybe 4 years to prepare, to train yourself daily. Take your time. Don't rush away. Know that this is a process. We have been brainwashed, conditioned to believe that success is an overnight happening. In the television they show us somebody poor today, they scratch a paper, tomorrow they become a millionaire. We think it's that way. It's a programming, it's a lie to keep people fooled into the illusions of the matrix. Success doesn't come this way, by scratching a paper. Success comes by hardships, overcoming hardships, refusing to give up day in and day out. No matter what happened, something has to be done. If you just want to make money, it won't work, because money will not come. You need something more powerful than money. You need humanity. You need people's hearts. You need to have people's lives. Involved so that you can continue to strive. You need a safe soil movement. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your visions. They're there for a reason. You have them because you are supposed to do something about this. You are supposed to succeed, to overcome these hardships. You are bigger than your problems. As Bob Marley said, you never know how strong you are until strength is your only option. This sounds scary, I know, to be left with one option, which is to be strong, otherwise you will die. But this way, you will become really strong. Anyway, I thank you guys for your time. Thank you for your follow. Thank you for your support to the Safe Soil movement. Thanks guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. Right now I have 102 subscribers. Thank you, all of you. Thanks from the deepest of my heart. I really appreciate you, your follow. You're interested about Safe Soil movement. You are contributing to making the world a better place. You must be proud of yourselves because you are doing something that most people are not doing. Most people are just living like cowards. Follow your dreams. Don't let fear stop you. Thank you very much. I love you guys and I'll see you tomorrow. This is Captain Soil speaking. Safe Soil, let's make it happen. Salute.